Good morning. Welcome to Khong Driving. Today we are starting on another adventure, and it's a beautiful weekday morning. We're just starting out from the BH petrol station in Jalan Karak, and we are in a very newly launched and very exciting vehicle. Yes, this is the BYD Atto 2, and this is a B segment SUV, which is a direct competitor against the likes of the HRV, and other B segment SUVs. And this is fully electric. So what we have is a range of about 350, that is by WLTP, between 300 to 350 and kilometers, and for the NEDC it's about 420, around there. So I think for practical purposes you can say that we can get about 300 kilometers of useful range out of a car like this. In terms of size, is 4.310 meters, 4310 long, and it is 1830, so it's a bit wider, and the height is, well, there's enough room. It's a SUV. Most important is the wheelbase, which is 2620, and yes, this goes into the B segment of SUVs. The B segment is the standard is about 2600, so this 2620, but that is understandable because it's fully electric, and they do actually need a longer wheelbase in order to carry the battery. So the battery, if I'm not mistaken, is 50 something kilowatt size, and this is the LFP, lithium iron phosphate, one of the better batteries. It's a blade battery from, of course, BYD, and we all know that BYD does make its own batteries. And of course BYD, it is the biggest EV car manufacturer, and they have a new plant in China, so BYD is the biggest EV manufacturer in the world, I think. And they are the top seller, and they have a factory that's being built is as big as Los Angeles, and that is really huge. And in Malaysia, they are planning a 600,000 square meter plant somewhere near Tanjung Malim. So that was announced a couple of days ago when they launched the Seal. Yes, the new Seal. And that's another interesting car which we'll be taking up pretty soon, so stay tuned. So this is the road drive. This is the first time I'm driving the car, and of course being electric is very quiet. We're going at the speed limit, which is about 90. We're actually going 89 kilometers per hour, and the car is actually very silent. What you are hearing now is actually the sound of the tires on the road, and as the road surface changes, the sound changes. So these are 17-inch tires on alloy rims, and the suspension is pretty nice and firm, yet comfortable. Front are McPherson struts, and at the back is a torsion beam. Yes, this is the B segment vehicle, so they don't put very high cost items in there, but the ride seems quite good. The only thing we need to know is how it handles on the mountain as we go up. So in terms of driving, we started with about 90% in Petaling Jaya, and we are now at 87%, or the equivalent of 346 kilometers, and that is by NEDC. So the range here, I think, is based on NEDC, because according to WLTP is only 350 kilometers, but we started with 402 when I started from Petaling Jaya just now. Okay, so we have level 2 ADAS features. We have, of course, the adaptive cruise control, you have AEB, and also emergency lane keep assist, blind spot detection, and so that's about it. So that's good so far. In terms of driving on the highway at this speed, I think the car is pretty nice. So we'll just wait for a bit to get to our hill climb area, and we'll start the climb from there. So The Atto 2 has 174 horsepower, 290 Newton meters of torque. Battery capacity is 51 kilowatt hour, and top speed is 160 kilometers per hour. So we have just stopped and turned on the rear cameras, and we are going to start the run. Okay, so I made a mistake just now. The height is 1675 mm, so it's actually taller than I thought it was. I thought it was 15 something, but yes, it's 1675. So this is a very nice size SUV. So it's good enough for outstation travel and good enough for city. Yes, there is a driving mode. So there is a mode switch here, and there is a eco, normal, sport, and then there's another one called snowfield. Yeah, I suppose that one is for mud and snowy areas where they actually reduce the torque, yeah, so that you don't have a lot of wheel spin. Yes, this car is only front wheel drive. Okay, so here we go. And we are on sport mode, and we start with 80% or 296 kilometers from the bottom of the hill, yeah. So we have used up 20% going from PJ to here, actually from BYD to my house, and my house to here is 20% of battery gone. And we are just checking out the car on Genting, and it's front wheel drive with McPherson struts, torsion beam. Brakes should be enough, haven't tested them yet, but the suspension seems to be set up pretty well. It's well balanced, it's not harsh, it's not soft, and I would say it feels pretty good. Yeah, so we're gonna check it out, and here is the first corner. Okay, brake seems to be quite good. Take the line through, and not bad. Okay, so we're not going really fast, just need to feel out the car for the first part. And of course we have a mystery passenger here, a very silent lady. And welcome to the drive today, and we are now at turn 4. Okay, these are normal EV tires, yeah, and we are taking this is turn 5, and we'll stick on the right hand side. And yes, acceleration is good. So 7.9 seconds 0 to 100 is about a little bit slower than a Golf GTI. Yeah, so it's pretty nice. And I think in terms of handling, it should be quite good, because this is basically a family car, but it drives quite well. Nice. Okay, so this is one of my favorite corners. Let's see how it takes it. Haha, nice. Woo. Okay, that's my key that's rattling. Yeah, thank you. Just put it in your hand. There's another sound here. Okay, this one just hold in your hand. Thank you. Okay, there's a truck here. Take it easy. And here we are around this king, left and right. Pretty nice and smooth. Yes, the suspension is very, very nice. I actually am quite surprised. This is a B segment SUV, and it rides very, very well. Okay, so here we are at the mini roundabout, taking it easy. And here is the left hand bend. The line here is very important, so you don't understeer into that right hand side barrier. Very nice, smooth, very silent, very nice to drive. We'll just wait till the corner is passed so that it is safe to overtake. Thank you so much. He saw us and he was very nice to let us through. Okay, this is the handling part that tells you how well the car handles, and I think it's pretty good. Okay, so it is torsion beam, but I think it is very well set up. So well sprung, and absorbers are good, you know, damping is good, so it's still very comfortable. It's not at all bumpy, feels very nice. Okay, there's a truck around the corner, so we got to be careful that you don't understeer into the truck. Yes, take the tighter line and go easy on the throttle and you'll be alright. Nice and safe. Thank you very much. And here we go. So actually this is quite a fun car, man. You can come here and make a lot of people upset with this little SUV. Nice. Look at it go. Well, we haven't hit top speed yet, so I think the top speed of 160 is, maybe you will feel it on the highway, you know, but on this mountain I don't think you will feel the difference. Okay, so there's a car in the corner. We are just going a bit more cautiously. Yep, there are 4 cars in this corner that is coming up, and we have the left and right lanes occupied, so we will just go easy, let the traffic sort itself out, see where they are going. Yeah, everybody's keeping to the right, so we will overtake and we are clear for a while. Okay, so this is the long straight, but there are cars in here, so we will still not likely hit the top speed of this car. Yes, there's another pickup truck in front of us, so we have to go with caution. Okay, we can pass him. And these are the last 2 corners of part 1. And alright, so we are here at the first part of the climb, and I think so far the Atto 2 has done very well indeed. Okay, so the range here we are now 70%, so we took 10% of battery to go for this 8.3 kilometers. Yes, that is the length of the drive that we had, and the range now is 250 kilometers. Yeah, and our consumption, yeah, is very good. There's a little consumption meter in the center. We are in sport mode, yeah, and it says we are using 26 kilowatt hour for every 100 kilometers. So that means this is a 51 kilowatt hour battery. Technically, at that rate we are going, it can go less than 200 kilometers. Yes, very honest, yeah. So it all depends how you drive. But of course, coming down later, we will be doing some regen, so that will be quite good. And so far, I think the drive is quite enjoyable. I like the suspension on this car, it's really nice. Okay, this is the cooling down part in between the part 1 and part 2. So normally this place gets a bit more traffic than usual, so we normally slow down here, yeah, and let it cool down a bit. Then we'll get to part 2, and then we'll start going a little bit faster, because part 2 needs a lot more energy. It's all uphill, So we will be using a bit more, I think. And let's see how it goes. Okay, so far so good. We used up 2% coming here from that big roundabout until here. So we are starting at 68% and 241. Okay, so this is the first corner of part 2. We take it easy because it's tight, and there's a motorbike taking his line. Okay, he wants to go across. Okay, so this is first corner. Let's see how it goes. Nice and easy. Yes, so it will scoot after you accelerate, and nice. Okay, we're sharing the next corner with a Innova, which is a taxi from this area. Okay, it seems safe, so we'll pass him on the outside, and we'll take this double apex right. You got to go right close to the wall, and then you're in a good line for exit here. Very nice. Okay, there's a hump here. There he goes. Yep. Okay, so far so good. The brakes are doing fine. Okay, motorbikes. Thank you, he saw us. And we can still take the line here. Very nice. Oh, this car has been here for 2 days in a row. This white car. Okay, there's a bus in the corner ahead, so we got to be careful. Nice line, yes. And we will just slow down for the bus. Yes, he's keeping well to the left, so no problem. And we still get a good line for this corner. Nice and smooth. Oh yes, this car is actually very, very nice to drive. Oh, that's the emergency stop signal activated because I brake a bit hard. Okay, there's a truck in the corner, but we are fine on this side. Okay, proceed with caution. Yep. No problem, they let us through. And there's a bike in front of us sharing the corner. Just slow down a bit. And now we can scoot. Yes, let's go. Okay, so this is a very steep hill, yeah. And so acceleration up here it's actually slowing down a little bit. I think maybe because of the battery. So the car is trying to conserve some battery for me. Yep, but it still climbs quite strongly. That part is there's a sort of a hump in the road. Nice. Okay, and this is the last corner. There are some people crossing the road, so we'll just slow down a little bit. And here we are. Okay, so just for the record, we have now 57%. Yeah, so we used up a little bit more for this one, and we have a range of 192 kilometers left. That means we can technically get to Kuantan lah. Yeah, but if I were going to Kuantan, maybe I would just stop by in Terminal and do a quick splash and dash, you know, and it should be okay. So now let's do a bit of a wrap up. Okay, so the 51 kilowatt hour battery, is it enough? Yes, it's enough. Because this car is actually a very good car for running around in the city, you know, and it's small. So the dilemma of an electric car maker is, you want range, you got to put in a bigger battery. And if you want a bigger battery, then you need to have a bigger body. Then you need to have a heavier car. And you need a bigger battery to run that car. So it's like trying to make rings around a donut, you know. You got to decide how big you want the rings to be, or how much flour you're going to take to go around a donut. So having a small electric car is good, because then you can go short range, and so this range is 350. Yeah, so when was the last time you had to go 350 kilometers running around the city? Unless you're a whatever logistics company delivery guy, most people do not travel that type of distance. So would this car be good as a city runabout? Yes, it would be. And would the battery range be an issue? I don't think so. And then the next question, can I go outstation with this? Yes, but if you're going to Penang or Alor, well, I never believe in running empty, but anyway, it will take you 2 hours to get to Ipoh. And under normal circumstances, you should actually take a break. You can charge up on a DC charger up to 82 kilowatts per hour. So it will take you actually less than an hour to charge it to full. Most people, I would say, you charge it up to 80%. So do a splash and dash. Give yourself a bit of extra range just to get to Penang or Alor that you want to go. And you should be okay. You don't need to charge it to full. So on a trip from KL to Penang, you might expect to stop once, yeah, for a break, have a coffee, and do a quick splash and dash. Going down to Johor, they are very clever. At 171 kilometer or 170 kilometer distance between KL and JB, which is about 340 kilometers. At exactly halfway, there are plenty of charging points. So it's a good idea. You can charge there. Yeah. Of course, having said that, you all know that charging outside of your home, it costs more than double. Yeah. So you should do your main charge at home, and then you do your supplementary charge when you go out station. But if you're living around KL, well, you're fine. We just charge every day or 2 days, depending on your whim and fancy. And of course, you will use your home charger. And for the home charging, AC charger, yeah, this car will charge at up to 7 kilowatt hours. So it should be okay. Basically, if you're down to zero, you just leave it overnight and you're done. In terms of size, it is B segment, so there's plenty of room. The car is wide, so there is a lot of space left and right, yeah. So, and the car is high, 1675. Size is a B segment, actually is B plus, you can say. And visibility is great. Driving is easy. Just now for the sport mode, for the steering, it also can go on sport mode, and so you get a very nice feel. Of course, you can also run eco, which will give you better range lah. But I'm not here to do the eco test on the car. So, well, eco is still gets decent power, but we haven't tried it yet. So far, we are still on performance, but we don't need performance now. So just a simple flick of the switch, or I'm on snow field. Okay, now I'm on eco. How does it feel on eco? Maybe a little bit less lah. Maybe at the top end you will start cutting off the power earlier, but it feels the same. And yeah, so the power delivery is a bit more controlled for eco. So if you're running around at low speed in the city, you can talk at normal volume like I am now and still enjoy the drive, and you get a bit more range from it lah. So immediately on eco, battery percentage is the same, but the range goes up. Yeah, so that means they actually give you less power when you have a demand lah, because that's what it is eco mode. So far this car is pretty nice. Yeah, so as a city roundabout, great car. And if you need to do a bit of outstation, I think it'll survive. Yeah, so overall, nice. So yes, we also do sell this car, and if you want to know more, you can send me a WhatsApp at YS Khong Driving, 016-335-0609. And after you ask us for the free advice, and if you decide to buy from us, it's also a bonus lah, because we do sell BYD as part of our of the cars we sell. And if you do buy through us, it's good, because then the little commissions that we earn will help us to keep this channel going, so we can keep on giving you videos like this. And of course, if you look under the YouTube channel, you can see there one of the icons there is for you to say thanks. Yeah, you can buy me a coffee. Just click on it and it'll guide you how you can buy me a coffee. That will be very nice, because driving up here and it's thirsty work lah. So I'm going down for a coffee. I'll pay for it first and wait for you to give it back to me. Thanks very much for watching, and till we meet again in the next video. Bye bye.